And call the Schaumburg Village Board meeting to order for Tuesday, January 28th, 2020. Just be aware we are video streaming this over YouTube, so if you can't get enough, you can see it again tonight when you go home. If you have a cell phone, please lower the volume on it so we will not be disturbed during the meeting. First item is the roll call. Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Kozak. Here. Trustee Conley is absent. Trustee Sullivan. Present. Trustee Dunham. Present. Trustee Madej. Present. Trustee Biskey. Present. President Daly.
Present. Next item is the Pledge of Allegiance, and I would ask, would Trustee Biskey lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
The audience, please rise.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Trustee Biskey. Next item is the approval of minutes. We have January 14th, 2020. Any questions, comments? Look for a motion to approve.
So moved. Second.
So motion and a second to approve the minutes. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next item is the January 14, 2020 executive session minutes. Any questions, comments? Look for a motion to approve.
Motion to approve. Second.
Motion and a second to approve. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you very much. Next item is the approval of expenditures. We have expenditures in the amount of $4,353,785.43. Do you have any questions, comments on those?
Move to approve the expenditures as presented.
Second.
So motion and a second to approve the expenditures as presented. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Kozak.
Aye.
Trustee Sullivan. Trustee Conley absent. Trustee Sullivan.
Aye.
Trustee Dunham.
Aye.
Trustee Madej.
Aye.
Trustee Biskey.
Aye.
5 ayes, no nays, motion carries. Next item is presentations, and we have a presentation of a 20-year service award to Douglas. I should have asked how to pronounce this correctly ahead of time. So, pardon me? Lashewski, thank you. Okay, from the police department. So if you would kindly step forward, and I actually have something here to read too while I'm at it. Oh, he's not here? Okay, well, he's a 20-year police officer, detective, and we'll make sure that he gets this then. Okay. Leave that with you. Let's see. And then we have a presentation of National Weather Service Storm Ready Community Designation to the Village of Schaumburg by Deputy Chief Ken Copen.
Good evening. Tonight I'd like to make a very short presentation to you about our Storm Ready designation for the Village of Schaumburg. I'm proud to say that the Village of Schaumburg has been officially designated as a Storm Ready community. Over the last year, we've been working through the process to earn this designation of Storm Ready community for the Village of Schaumburg. And on October 2nd, after a thorough review, the Storm Ready Board recommended that Schaumburg be recognized as a Storm Ready community, and on December 16th, we received our formal designation. At this time, I would like to present to you, Mayor Daly, the certificate and a road sign to display that the community is storm ready. And at this time also, I would like to make a quick recognition of Emergency Management Coordinator Bill Clark. Because of Bill's experience and his knowledge in emergency management, he played a very important role in receiving this designation.
I'll lean over this way. Why don't you hold it here, okay? And then let me just lean in here, okay? Okay. And thank you. Thank you, Bill. Thank you for all your work. Okay. And we've got a big one, a big metal sign. Okay. That's a roadside sign, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, we'll figure out where that goes. Thank you. Next item on the agenda is a liquor license request. We have a request from Ornis, how do you pronounce that, Mala, for one Class F liquor license for Kids Art and Craft located at 710 East Schaumburg Road, new license. Someone here from there? No, they're probably over there dealing with all the kids. The parking lot is absolutely jammed over there. So Brian and I were talking about it, might be where everybody's at right now. Okay, well, we'll defer that one. Next is the consent agenda. Consent agenda will be read in its entirety, voted on as one motion to approve. If you wish to discuss an item further, please indicate that when the item is read by the village clerk so that it can be removed from the consent agenda and discussed further under committee reports. Otherwise, all items will be approved as presented on the consent agenda in one motion. Thank you.
Number 1, correspondence. The motion would be to approve the request from Kiwanis Club of Greater Chicago to fundraise from sunrise to sunset on September 25th, 26th, 2020 at the intersections of Roselle Road, Valley Lake Drive, Plum Grove Road, Schaumburg Road, and Schaumburg Road, Meacham Road. B, the motion would be to approve the request from the Brennan Hornstein Autism Research and Education Foundation to fundraise from sunrise to sunset on April 25th, May 23rd, June 20th, and August 15th, 2020 at the intersections of Plum Grove Road, Schaumburg Road, Roselle Road, Wise Road, and Schaumburg Road, Meacham Road. C, the motion would be to approve the request from Knights of Columbus Council 6964 to fundraise from sunrise to sunset on September 18th to the 20th, 2020 at the intersections of Plum Grove Road, Schaumburg Road, Roselle Road, Wise Road, Schaumburg Road, Meacham Road. D, the motion would be to approve the request from the United Parent Support for Down Syndrome to hold raffles on February 27th to 29th, 2020 at L. Larson Prairie Center for the Arts, 201 Schaumburg Court, and to waive the fidelity bond requirement. E, the motion would be to approve the request from Church of the Holy Spirit to hold raffles on February 8th, 9th, 2020 at the Church of the Holy Spirit, 1451 Bodie Road, and to waive the fidelity bond requirement. 2, proclamations. A, Nursing Research Awareness Day, April 1st, 2020. 3, Finance, Legal, Administrative, and General Government. A, the motion would be to approve the Finance Department monthly report for November 2019. B, the motion would be to approve membership in the United States Conference of Mayors and that membership dues in the amount of $5,269 be paid. C, the motion would be to approve a resolution authorizing the village manager to execute an agreement with the Schaumburg Business Association for economic development services for the year 20 and 21. D, the motion would be to approve a resolution authorizing the village manager and village clerk to execute a TIF redevelopment agreement between the Village of Schaumburg and Tough Partners, LLC of Chicago, Illinois, and Tough Properties, LLC of Chicago, Illinois. E, the motion would be to authorize additional expenditure authority with S.B. Friedman of Chicago, Illinois, in the amount of $81,636 to provide consulting services for the North Schaumburg TIF District. F, the motion would be to approve a resolution authorizing the village president and village clerk to execute an amendment and restated license permit and operating agreement between the Village of Schaumburg and Salvi Sports Enterprises, LLC. G, the motion would be to approve a resolution authorizing the village manager to execute the amended and restated qualified management agreement with Marriott International, Inc. for the management and operation of the Renaissance Schaumburg Hotel and Convention Center. H, the motion would be to recommend the village board adopt an ordinance approving the First Amendment to the FY 2019-20 budget. 4, Committee of the Whole. The recommendation would be to approve the continued installation of banners along Schaumburg Road for Friendship Village. B, the motion would be to recommend to approve revisions to the policy statement 5.36 related to privately funded street banner guidelines for the public rights of way. C, the motion would be to approve the proposed personnel manual. D, the motion would be to approve the proposed changes to the non-discrimination and anti-harassment policy for appointed and elected citizens. 5, Public Safety Committee. The motion would be to adopt an ordinance amending Title III, Chapter 33, Section 33.120 and Section 33.130 of the Schaumburg Village Code relative to the positioning of battalion chief in the Schaumburg Fire Department. 6, Plan Commission. The motion would be to approve a final plat of vacation and dedication for the district at Veridian located at South Algonquin Road, west of Meacham Road, and north of Progress Parkway. 7, Zoning Board of Appeals. A, the motion would be to approve a site plan amendment, parking variation, parking stall width variation, setback variation, foundation landscape variation, and buffer yard variation for Lorburn Manufacturing, 708 Morse Avenue. B, the motion would be to approve a site plan amendment for a building addition, lot size variation, parking setback variation, and landscape variation for Vinoid Building, 510 West Gulf Road. C, the motion would be to approve a special use for Internet Auto Sales Facility for O'Hare Auto Sales, 655 Lunt Avenue. 8, Project Review Group. The motion would be to approve a site plan amendment, building height and facade modifications, and Woodfield Regional Center design review for the Algonquin Old Plum Grove Road PUD, 1014 West Algonquin Road. 9, resolutions. The motion would be to adopt as resolution R20-005, authorizing the village manager to execute an agreement with the Schaumburg Business Association to provide for economic development services. B, the motion would be to adopt as resolution R20-006, authorizing the village manager and village clerk to execute a TIF redevelopment agreement between the Village of Schaumburg and Tough Partners LLC and Tough Properties LLC. C, the motion would be to adopt as resolution R20-007, authorizing village president and village clerk to execute an amendment and restated license permit and operating agreement for the use of 1999 South Springinsgrove Road, Schaumburg Baseball Stadium. D, the motion would be to adopt as resolution R20-008, authorizing the village manager to execute the amended and restated qualified management agreement with Marriott International, Inc. for the management and operation of the Renaissance Schaumburg Hotel and Convention Center. 10, ordinances. The motion would be to waive first reading and adopt as ordinance number 20-005, granting a site plan amendment, parking variation, parking stall width variation, setback variation, foundation landscape variation, and buffer yard variation for Lorburn Manufacturing, 708 Morse Avenue. B, the motion would be to waive first reading and adopt as ordinance 20-006, granting a site plan amendment for a building addition, lot size variation, parking setback variation, and landscape variation for Vinoid Building, 510 West Gulf Road. C, the motion would be to waive first reading and adopt as ordinance number 20-007, granting a special use for Internet Auto Sales Facility for O'Hare Auto Sales, 655 Lunt Avenue. D, the motion would be to waive first reading and adopt as ordinance number 20-008, amending Title III, Chapter 33, Section 33.120 and Section 33.130 of the Schaumburg Village Code relative to the position of Battalion Chief in the Schaumburg Fire Department. E, the motion would be to waive first reading and adopt as ordinance 20-009, making the First Amendment to the annual budget for the Village of Schaumburg for the fiscal year commencing May 1st, 2019, and ending April 30th, 2020. F, the motion would be to waive first reading and adopt as ordinance number 20-010, granting a site plan amendment, building height and facade modifications, and Woodfield Regional Center design review for the Algonquin at Old Plum Grove Road, PUD, 1014 West Algonquin Road. This concludes the consent agenda.
Thank you, Marilyn. Look for a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
So moved.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Kozak.
Aye.
Trustee Conley absent. Trustee Sullivan.
Aye.
Trustee Dunham.
Aye.
Trustee Madej.
Aye.
Trustee Bishki.
Aye.
5 ayes, no nays, motion carries. Thank you very much. Next item is committee reports. We have none on the agenda. I assume there is none to be discussed. Comments from the audience. This is when we open it up to anyone to present or have comments from the audience regarding matters that are pertinent towards the Village of Schaumburg. Please step forward.
David Utley, Plan Commission. I just wanted to acknowledge the service of Laurel Delaney to the Village of Schaumburg. Laurel has served on the, or did serve on the Plan Commission for approximately 40 years. She passed away last week. Her funeral service is tomorrow. I think that's outstanding that she served that long on the Plan Commission.
Thank you. Anyone else? Comments or council report?
The only thing I have, Mayor, is that we do need to go into closed session at the close of our regular business to discuss the sale or lease of village property under Section 2C6 of the Open Meetings Act, and we will not be coming back into open session to take any action.
Okay. Anything further?
No, thank you.
President's report. You have been sent a list of individuals to be appointed, reappointed to serve on a few of our committees and commissions. And I look for any questions or comments regarding that.
Move to approve the list as presented.
Thank you. Thank you. I don't have the list in front of me. Left it upstairs. That's all right. There's a motion and a second. Verbal is fine.
Yeah.
No, let's take a roll call on it.
Okay. Will clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Kozak.
Aye.
Trustee Conley absent. Trustee Sullivan.
Aye.
Trustee Dunham.
Aye.
Trustee Madej.
Aye.
Trustee Bishki.
Aye.
5 ayes, no nays, motion carries. Thank you very much. Next item is manager's report.
I just have one item, and it's essentially echo some of the remarks that Deputy Chief Keppen made a little bit earlier. This storm-ready designation is something that has been worked on over the past several months, and Bill Clark has done a great job not only on that project, but a variety of other projects related to our emergency management activities over the past many years. Bill's going to be retiring at the end of April, and we'll have a chance to recognize him at a future board meeting. But I just wanted to extend my appreciation for his efforts on the storm-ready designation and all the other things that he's done for the Village of Schaumburg. And that concludes my report.
Thank you. Any new business? Unfinished business? Trustee comments and mentions? Okay. Then I'll look for an adjournment to executive session in accordance with Section 2, subsection C6 of the Open Meetings Act, sale or lease of village property.
So moved. Second.
Motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Trustee Kozak.
Aye.
Trustee Conley absent. Trustee Sullivan.
Aye.
Trustee Dunham.
Aye.
Trustee Madej.
Aye.
Trustee Bishki.
Aye.
5 ayes, no nays, motion carries. Thank you, and we're not coming back, right? Okay, thank you.